Red Dead Redemption 2. In this video, I'm condensing the entirety of the Red Dead Redemption 2 campaign into about 50 minutes, which is no small feat, definitely. I haven't really seen anyone on YouTube do this exactly, so I'm kind of hoping to be a bit of a pioneer in this field. Essentially, I want to be able to display the entire campaign of Red Dead 2 while saving you the time of playing through the entire 60-hour campaign. So, with that, let's get right into the story. The game starts off in the mountains as the Vanderlyn gang is on the run from the law after a failed robbery attempt. Our gang member Davey has passed away from an injury in that failed robbery. Dutch, the gang's leader, decides to take Arthur, our player, to go scouting.
I ain't had time to ask. What really went down back there on that boat?
We are left in the dark about the robbery throughout the game. Dutch and Arthur come across Micah, who has found a house up ahead. Dutch goes to talk to the people in the house, and Micah ends up discovering a dead body in a wagon. We dispatch the men quickly and search the house for food and supplies.
Essentials: food, medicine, whiskey.
Arthur then goes to check the barn, where you're attacked by some dumbass who thinks he can handle Arthur's pure aura.
What's going on? Get the hell out of here. Go.
After saving this horse from the thug's clutches, we return to the house where we hear yelling. The noise turns out to be coming from Sadie Adler and Micah. Turns out Sadie was trapped by the O'Driscolls. Sadie ends up becoming one of the best members in the gang later on. Also, Micah is a shithead.
What? How come Arthur gets a room and I get a bunk bed next to Bill Williamson and a bunch of darkies?
We also get some light shedding on what happened in Blackwater.
What really happened on that boat?
We had the money, it seemed fine. Then suddenly they were everywhere.
Bounty hunters?
No, Pinkertons. It was crazy. Raining bullets. Dutch killed a girl in a bad way. But it was a bad situation.
Our current mission is to look for John Marston, the protagonist of Red Dead Redemption 1. Arthur and Javier travel to the mountains and save John.
That's quite a scratch you got there.
Never thought I'd say this, but it's good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
We also unlock the sawed-off double barrel here. After decimating the wolves, we return to the camp where we begin our next mission.
Assorted, salted offal. Starving would be preferable.
We get to choose between two missions, but I'm doing Pearson's hunting mission first. We also see a bear.
But when I fall, I don't want no fuss.
When you fall, there'll be a party.
The next mission is our first real gunfight. Here we unlock the carbine repeater and we just get to go ham.
Okay, I'll go first.
I think that's all of them.
Afterwards, we find plans for a train robbery and head back to camp.
Train they was gonna rob of Mr. Leviticus Cornwall.
On the way, we capture Kieran Duffy and O'Driscoll, who becomes a member of the gang later on.
I got a saying, my friend. We shoot fellas as need shooting, save fellas as need saving, and feed 'em as need feeding. Yeah, you want to head down, see how he's getting on?
You head back up to the others. I got.
The final mission of Chapter 1 is a train robbery. We check on Bill, and then it starts off rocky because the bombs don't explode and Javier's dumbass falls off the train. After pushing up, we stop the train and kill more guards.
Seems our friends have gone deaf. Wake them up a little! We don't want to kill you.
Give me those.
Then we search the armored cabin and collect bonds and $25.
Oh, sure. Bearer bonds. What do you think? I don't know. It's up to you. Kill them, leave them here, take them with you on the train. Just make sure they don't send no folk after us.
Obviously, we let them go. Now we begin the trek to our new camp.
I broke the goddamn wheel.
Here we are, gentlemen. Home sweet home.
And thus begins Chapter 2, Horseshoe Overlook. Horseshoe Overlook is an amazing chapter. It's probably my favorite. There are a few missions you can choose for first, but I always pick Polite Society. It's a simple mission where we go shopping, threaten a guy, and beat the shit out of another one.
Careful not to work yourself to death there, Uncle.
This guy was in a gang with Tilly Jackson before we met her.
Very well.
You okay? Okay. Keep investigating.
I will.
We also meet Jimmy Brooks, who recognizes Arthur from Blackwater. We save him, because we're good people here.
All right. Come on.
Jimmy Brooks.
I think it's best for both of us if we pretend this never happened. But I'm not a good man. Jimmy Brooks. Not usually. You see, I was in Blackwater. I killed people. And maybe I should have killed you.
Oh, shiver my timbers!
One thing, but
Hosea?
You want to go hunting?
The next mission is some hunting with Hosea. Not much happens other than Hosea getting launched.
Got your knife?
You're fine, old man.
Of course I'm fine.
I did finish the hunt after and sold the pelt.
I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Oh, who's got gold? Who's got gold? Woo-hee, I got some gold. And then I died!
How much you cost, anyway?
well, ain't that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a lady.
Excuse me.
The next mission's a bar fight. That's all, a fight.
Are you about to kiss that guy or punch him?
Tommy, stay out of this!
Come here, you little greaser.
Stop!
Look who we found sniffing about.
Josiah Trelawney.
We also meet Trelawney, an old member of the gang, who tells us that Sean is alive and unlocks a mission where we go and rescue him. Before that, we do our first mission with Kieran. To start off, we cut his balls off.
Geld him. He is and most loyal of courtiers.
No, you're kidding me, right? He's at 6 Point Cabin. I'll take you there.
In this mission, we raid an O'Driscoll camp in hopes of finding Colm.
You all right?
Sure. Thank you. Set us up. Come here.
What?
You set us up.
No, I didn't.
You did. Colm O'Driscoll ain't here.
He was here, I swear.
Colm isn't here currently, so it was for nothing, but we do unlock the double barrel shotgun and get like $250 to use on Gay Strip. The next mission's super simple. We just go scare some people for money. These missions do end up being a crucial part of the story, but not for now.
Knock, knock, Mr. Robe.
Kim jesteś? Nie rób tego!
Buchik Matthews.
Oh, no, not me, sir. That's the greenhorn over there. Oh, and there he goes. So long, long shark.
That loan you took. It's payday.
I'm sorry. I don't have it right now.
Wait.
Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture. They're the same picture.
They got Mike.
Then he ends up returning from scouting all shaken up. He tells the gang Micah was arrested and captured for murder.
He's been arrested for murder.
Okay, you take that kid into town. Valentine, not Strawberry. Get him drunk.
This mission's just a silly one where we get to drink. Where I woke up was right next to the next mission. It's a quick one where we save the Reverend from a guy and then a train.
What have you done with your foot?
It appears to like this place and wants to stay.
Bastard! Get it! Come on!
Now we need to take money from Thomas Downs. Unfortunately, this mission causes Arthur to catch tuberculosis, which becomes more evident later on. So I beat the shit out of him.
Really? Took the money. He wants it back. What's not to understand?
Deshaun?
No, I don't think so.
Moving on to the next mission is rescuing Sean from the bounty hunters. It's a simple mission, we just kill some people.
Yep, that's definitely Sean.
God damn it, Arthur!
A pleasure as always, gentlemen.
Guys, come on, let's...
You know, you're a lot less ugly from that other angle, Arthur.
Come on. Not so fast. Basement.
I went and robbed a store and then move on to the next mission where we save Micah from Strawberry and shoot up the entirety of the town because Micah wanted some guns.
I got some unfinished business. Trust me, Morgan.
It ain't skinny, Micah. It's northern. Oh.
Hello, Maddie. They had something of mine. My guns.
We do unlock the offhand holster from this though, so it's worth it. This guy yells at me and then kills himself.
Don't mind me.
Arthur's ex-boyfriend Mary Linton sends Arthur a letter asking for help with her brother. Usually I would do this mission, but it's optional and for the sake of time I'm skipping it. All that happens is you rescue him from becoming a cult member.
Mary Beth overheard something about a train full of wealthy folk.
The next mission kicks off a train robbery. To start, I have to steal an oil wagon. Earlier I sucked some venom out of a guy's leg, so he buys me a gun. I wanted to bling up a gun anyway.
Fine choice.
And then finally I retrieve the oil wagon and we complete that mission.
Let's get on.
Good. And you?
Got everything we need.
Good. Go catch us some fish.
The next mission we take Jack fishing. It's one of my favorite missions.
Bring in Vanderlyn, and you have my word you won't swing.
After fishing, Agent Milton shows up to threaten us and try to find Dutch. Milton becomes a bigger part of the story later on. We learn from him that they caught Mac, a man from before the beginning of the game, and killed him.
I don't remember the other fella's name. Ross. Milton and Ross. And they are employees of the Pinkerton Detective Agency.
You shut your gulper, or I'll flagger your felt, I will.
You understand what they're saying?
Not much of it.
Did a small house robbing side mission which unlocks the pump shotgun, which is my favorite shotgun. And now we go kill people again. We rob a stagecoach of Micah and a large amount of O'Driscolls jump us.
Shit! Now we're being robbed! Get across the river!
Missed me.
Oh, just take your head.
Look at the cowards! They're running away!
I'd say we're golden here, Morgan. Look at that.
Let us prove ourselves.
Prove ourselves? To this clown? What you talking about?
Good day, Hosea. Good luck with your business dealings.
Do not be so butthurt.
The next mission is a robbery with Hosea. We take a stagecoach, but also rob the house. It unlocks the fence so that we can sell stuff that we steal.
Nice work, Hosea.
Now I'm rich.
You better sleep with your eyes open.
Hell, you're gonna sleep with your chest open if you ain't careful, boy.
Then we do the train robbery we set up a little while ago.
Money, valuables.
I can handle this from here. You should check on Sean.
Okay.
Police show up about halfway through, so we shoot through them and escape. Before doing the final mission of Chapter 2, I upgraded my guns.
Two sides for
The mission starts with us stealing some sheep and then meeting Dutch at the small saloon.
Nothing like talking to old Strauss to make you want to blow your own brains out. Vanderland! Get out here! You don't know me, but you keep robbing me! My name is Leviticus Cornwall!
John and Strauss get caught by Cornwall's men.
Not me!
And Strauss gets shot. We blow Valentine to hell and return to camp.
Nobody's following us. So, we moving?
The technical final mission, we take Charles and check out an area for a new camp. There's a German family there that was attacked, so we save their dad and bring him to him.
Vorsicht, Vorsicht! Das ist eine Pfanne! Vorsicht!
Vielen Dank für Ihre Hilfe, Mina. Sie wollen Lösegeld erpressen.
How did someone even come up with them words?
Wie haben Sie sie gefunden?
Look, I'm sorry, friend. I can barely speak English.
Dankeschön. Thank you. Vielen Dank, herzlichen Dank.
Guess it was a pleasure.
Well, I don't know where the hell we are, but we are going to make the best of it.
And that wraps up Chapter 2. Now on to Chapter 3, Clemens Point.
And if you don't stop hissing at me, I'm gonna kill you. Was there insufficient feathers in your pillow?
The first mission I did, we go into Rhodes, the new town, with Sadie. Pretty basic mission. We go shopping and then shoot some people. Also made some cool looking guns.
You're in Lemoyne Raider country.
Keep it cool.
You need to pay a toll to pass through here.
They say I lack finesse, but I ain't afraid of gun smoke.
We end up meeting up with the town sheriff and help them catch some criminals on the run. Pretty simple mission.
Formidable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and the Braithwaites.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses.
The next few missions are a lot of filler. We run letters back and forth between a Gray and a Braithwaite. These two families are enemies, and due to them being enemies, they're not supposed to see each other. Due to these missions being filler, I'm going to skip through a lot.
Far back.
Then we go bust a moonshine distillery. Most of the missions in this chapter are really simple.
Arthur's above a little stick-up I heard about.
No, I'm not.
You just said.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Uncle then tells us about a wagon robbery which ends up going south. The gang hides out in a shed, but is caught, so we gotta kill more people.
We got some money, didn't we?
Sure, but now we got Cornwall on our backs.
It was an honest mistake.
The next mission, we sell the alcohol that we blew up and stole, and then fight some Lemoyne Raiders. That's it.
Let me go give old Mrs. Braithwaite some of this moonshine as, well, let's call it a peace offering.
These ignorant fools are weapon dealers.
The next mission's one of my favorites. We shoot up a big mansion and steal some guns.
I think you should pay Mr. Trelawney a visit and find out exactly what he knows and who he spoke to.
The next mission is the last mission leading up to the peak of Chapter 3. Simply put, we rescue Trelawney and then fight off some guys.
This will be remembered like a good time.
Seems you stirred up quite a hornet's nest in Blackwater.
Now the story gets crazy. We begin playing both of the two families. First, we steal some horses owned by the Braithwaites. Then we burn down the Gray's tobacco fields and kill a lot of Grays.
I need a word with you, Morgan.
The next mission, we get to rob a bank. It is awesome. We make a lot of money.
Goddamn robbery! Nobody move! Too goddamn slow! How's
That's an last go.
Sorry.
We essentially then shoot up the town for the third time, and then we go pick up the money from Thomas Downs' wife.
Vengeance is an idiot's game. Ah, Mrs. Downs, thank you for your punctuality. It's next to godliness, isn't it?
That's cleanliness.
Now we deal with one of the most pissy, shitty, stupid missions in the whole game. We go and try to make peace with Colm O'Driscoll, a plan of Pearson and Micah's.
A lot of heat on us this time. Both of us.
Arthur gets captured and we have to break out of captivity.
Hello, Colm. I told you it was a setup.
We go into Rhodes and Sean is shot dead.
Now it don't feel right. I could have told you.
We fight through every person in the town and kill off the sheriff at the end.
You want us to come out? We'll come out! Bill! Morgan? Shit! Well, how the hell was I to know?
Let me see. They set us up once before. They didn't like us. We destroyed their farm. Should I go on?
Jack Marston, John's son, is kidnapped by the Braithwaites, so we pull up and get some of the coolest cinematics of the entire game.
You to stay calm. If you ain't gonna be civilized about this.
Where's the boy?
All right, we get her out of here.
What about down?
My sons gave him to Angelo Bronte. So my guess is Saint Denis.
What we doing with her?
Leave her. I told you she was crazy.
Hey, Dutch, we got a problem.
Agent Milton finds our camp, and one of the coolest conversations in the game unfolds. I will not be cutting very much.
Agent Milton, Pinkerton Detective Agency. Agent Ross. Ah, Mr. Morgan, nice to see you again.
And to what do we owe the pleasure, Agent Moron?
I don't know if you're aware, but this is a civilized land now. We didn't kill all them savages only to allow the likes of you to act like human dignity, and basic decency was outmoded or not yet invented. This thing, it's done.
This place ain't no such thing as civilized. It's man, so in love with greed, he has forgotten himself and found only appetites.
And as a consequence, that lets you take what you please, kill whom you please, and hang the rest of us? Who made you the messiah to these lost souls you've led so horribly astray?
I'm nothing but a seeker, Mr. Milton.
You ain't much of anything more than a killer, Mr. Vanderlind. But I came to make a deal. It's time. You come with me, and I give the rest of you 3 days to run off, disappear, and go and live like human beings someplace else.
You came for me? Risk life and limb in this den of lowlifes and murderers so that they might live and love? Ain't that fine?
I don't want to kill all these folk, Dutch. Just you.
In that case, it'd be my honor to join you. Excuse me, friends. I have an appointment to keep with...
I think your new friend should leave now, Dutch.
After Agent Milton's appearance, Arthur and John leave to make sure that the mansion we attacked earlier with Lenny is clear.
It's them again! Our fight will live on.
Jesus.
We then ride with Dutch into Saint Denis and begin our first string of missions. Also, we got a new horse, and I named him Marco No Polo.
Stick 'em up, cowboy.
We find out a man named Angelo Bronte has John, so we talk to a bartender about trying to find him, but he won't help us, so we turn to some kids in an alleyway who rob us.
What's the problem, Fred?
But I found Mr. Bronte. Seems to be some Italian Mr. Big in town.
The next mission, we meet and question Angelo Bronte. Bronte has Arthur and John go kill off some grave robbers just for shits and giggles.
Well, you took your time.
Where's your host?
Like I said, you took your time.
Bronte invites us to a rich party, so we go and search for information.
Money at the trolley station.
We save a guy from choking and talk to the mayor. That's about it.
You okay?
We have a quick mission where we save Tilly.
What is that?
Kieran was kidnapped when no one was looking and killed. The O'Driscolls send his body on a horse into camp, and a huge gunfight ensues.
Poor kid. Mr. Swanson, would you take this boy and bury him someplace near, but not too near? Of course.
Trelawney sets up a robbery for us where we gamble with set cards and win.
Shit. Shit. I got a watch.
Uh-oh. Yes, you little beauty.
Hard lines, Mr. Blythe. Mr. Callahan wins with an ace-high diamond flush.
God damn you! No offense.
Don't reach for that gun.
How much is there?
Must be a few thousand plus the watch.
Nice. There he is! Shoot that man!
A shootout begins and we end up swimming to shore. Then we go rob a trolley station that Bronte said we should hit. Turns out there's no money and we were set up. We hop on the trolley and try to escape, but it flips and crashes. Dutch hits his head, but we do escape. I plan on making a retrospective video after this, which I'll expand more on this mission.
And we each got $15. Oh, and a quarter. Don't forget the quarter.
Shut up, Arthur.
Then we kick off the string of missions with the Native Americans. I'll be skipping the missable ones to save time, but these missions are a huge part of the story. We then become friends with a man who owns a boat, so we can enter Bronte's house from behind to attack him.
We were hoping you could row us in quietly one evening around the back of his house.
Well, if anyone can, I can.
We go on a little conquest to get back at Bronte. We barge into his house and kidnap him, eventually ending in Dutch killing him. This marks the beginning of Dutch's large decline into insanity.
Jesus. Part of your philosophy books cover feeding a fella. The goddamn alligator, Dutch.
Part that covers weakness.
The next mission, we help Eagle Flies find some information in an oil field owned by Cornwall. This does end in a shootout, which we just speed through and move on.
You were gonna enter and leave silently.
Thank you.
We've now reached the final mission of Chapter 4, and it is a doozy. We decide to rob the Saint Denis Bank. Hosea and Abigail go to bomb a water tower, or something, as a distraction, and the robbery begins. We get one safe down, and then we're Holy shit. We get one safe down, and then we're interrupted by Milton, who has captured Hosea. Milton then shoots him.
No! God damn it!
So I killed them all. We make it onto the roof of the bank and try running across the rooftops. While running, Lenny gets shot and killed. One of the saddest deaths in this entire game. We continue to run until we get to an abandoned building and hunker down. After a while of waiting, we run to the docks and stow away on a ship.
I ain't no sailor, but, that cloud look like good news to you?
A storm rolls in and capsizes the boat, marooning us on our location for Chapter 5, Guarma. Chapter 5 is the second shortest chapter in the game, and I'm gonna cut through it pretty quick. Arthur walks for a bit, finds the crew, and is quickly captured by the law enforcement. We're saved by a French revolutionary, though. Javier is shot in the leg and needs to be left behind. We shoot through the law enforcement and are led to a base camp owned by Hercule, the revolutionary leader. The first mission I decided to do is saving Javier. Dutch ends up killing the guide, who is an old lady. We blow up a sugar storage house as a distraction, and we then pick Javier up. A large shootout ensues, and we escape across the river. We end up getting darted and captured. We escape and help Leon find some hanging revolutionaries. This leads directly into the next mission, where we help Hercule fight the war in exchange for a boat home. The final mission of Guarma, we save the captain of the boat and destroy the artillery on the island so that we can actually leave, culminating in us killing Fusar and heading back home. We search Shady Belle for any signs of the gang. We find a letter from Sadie and go to Le Quay to reunite with the group. Turns out the Pinkertons tailed Bill on the way, and another shootout begins. We get to use a machine gun though, which is pretty cool. Arthur ends up having a really bad coughing attack, and a random man on the road brings us to the doctor. Here, Arthur is diagnosed with tuberculosis, meaning he is dying. As of 1899, there was no cure for tuberculosis.
You got tuberculosis.
Here, Arthur has a moment of clarity. Previous voice lines throughout the game play, due to low honor, a wolf runs across the street in front of us. With high honor, it would be a deer. I will be completing this game with high honor, by the way. In the next mission, Arthur and Sadie make plans to break John out of prison. We take a hot air balloon up over the prison to find John. The balloon pilot ends up getting shot, and we fight off some O'Driscolls. Sadie tells us that Colm has been arrested, so we will soon go and make sure that he is hanged. Then Charles and Arthur go to clear out Butcher Creek, which will be the camp location for Chapter 6. Uncle brings Molly to the camp, and she is drunk. She tells Dutch that she told Agent Milton about the gang.
Spit in your eye. I did. I told them.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I told them and I tell them again. Now I've got God's ear.
You told who what?
Mr. Milton and Mr. Ross about the bank robbery, and I wanted them to kill you.
You did what?
Miss Grimshaw blows her lungs out of her body.
Your Majesty.
You
blows the lung out of the body.
After this tragedy, we enter Chapter 6, Beaver Hollow. Sadie and Arthur force themselves onto the prison grounds and use a guard for ransom to get John. We kill a lot of guards and escape. Upon returning, Dutch gets angry that we broke John out, stating,
I had a goddamn plan!
This is the beginning of the poetic downfall of the Vanderlyn gang.
Was you followed? I said no!
Micah and Dutch intercept Cornwall at Annesburg and tell him that in return for us not killing him, he'd give us the boat and safe passage out. Cornwall refuses, and Dutch gives him an offer that he can't refuse.
Good. I prefer it this way.
Arthur, Micah, and Dutch fight through Cornwall's men, eventually leading to Arthur losing even more trust in Dutch and Micah.
It's more attention we don't need. Feels like the whole world's closing in on us. Dutch, it won't be long before they find where we're hiding out now.
Nothing's changed.
It hasn't, huh?
The next mission, Arthur and Bill rob a government wagon carrying dynamite that we will use on a bridge. It's a short mission. Bill plays dead though, which is funny. We kick Strauss out for his deliberate goal of putting poor people in debt. This is a big part of Arthur's redemption.
I'm leaving.
Arthur.
How you doing?
Nervous? Feel like I just don't know Dutch no more.
You ain't the only one.
We do a quick mission where we blow up the bridge with John.
Well, I guess old Dutch got all the smoke he wants.
Arthur tells John when the time comes to leave. The two of them agree that Dutch is going insane. Eagle Flies comes into camp and tells the gang that the army stole their horses, so we go to a boat where the horses are being held and steal them back.
Combs boys.
Yes, I think so.
After that, we run to Saint Denis to make sure Colm is hanged. He has some members of his crew set up to break him out, so we subdue his cronies and Colm is killed, finally ending our feud. For the next mission, we help Dutch kill a bunch of the army. Dutch portrays this as helping the natives, but really he just wants chaos.
I'm worried about folk. I know. We gotta go, Arthur. Come on.
While running away, we get trapped on a cliff and we end up jumping off.
You're fighting nature, Captain. Get over here. Ask my friend here. My whole life, I tried to fight change. It's a waste. I see that now. It's waste. You can't fight nature, Captain. You can't fight change. You can't fight gravity. You're mine! Nigga! Stop!
We do a quick mission helping Rains Fall get back some sacred items. We also learn that Arthur had a son who passed away, which tells us a lot about Arthur's personality.
I had a son once, years ago. Don't talk about him much.
Oh, what was his name?
Isaac. His mother, Eliza, was a waitress I met. When she got pregnant, she knew who I was, what my life was. I didn't want to promise nothing I couldn't keep, but I said I'd do right by them. Every few months, I'd stop by there for a few days. He was such a good kid. She was too, I guess. Just a kid, 19.
What happened?
I got there one day and saw two crosses outside. I knew right away. Turned out some bastards had come through. Robbed them. And shot them dead. And offered $10. But I know now that you don't get to live a bad life and have good things happen to you.
We end up killing off the rest of the O'Driscolls. Trelawney decides to leave the gang and Arthur goes to help Rains Fall with Colonel Favors. Things go a bit south and we are forced to flee. We have a really sad scene with Swanson. Had I done some side missions, it would have been a completely different scene with a different character that we didn't meet in this playthrough.
I'm leaving.
Running away?
I suppose so, yes. I'm running away. I tried to make Dutch see sense, but he's very strange recently.
And the women? Little Jack? You leaving them?
I told them to run too. I asked them to come with me, but they wouldn't. I'm changed. I'm a changed man, Arthur. I can't die for a bunch of nonsense sprouted by a fool. Well, you're not a good man, Arthur, but you're not all bad either. Everything will be... Your journey, your path will be just fine.
I'm worried my path is coming to an end, Mr. Swanson.
Maybe. I felt that way for a long time about myself, I mean, but you'll do what's right.
I don't know about that.
I do.
In the next mission, we rescue Eagle Flies from a prison at the army fort.
Come on. Your father sent us?
My father. He told you to come and kill guards?
No, he didn't say that.
We have a cool shootout while flowing down a river.
You okay, Arthur?
Yeah, I'm right as rain.
They tried to kill my people for oil! For oil! Today we ride once more.
Love your courage, son. It is a thing of great beauty.
Stop! Everyone stop!
My son. My last son. Don't.
Against Rains Fall's wishes, we carry out an assault against the oil factory. Dutch portrays this as a way to help the natives, but his true intentions were to steal bonds to make a little bit of money.
Arthur!
Get up.
Thank you. All of you. We need to...
saved your life.
He did.
Hey, you're quite the hero, Arthur, ain't you? You know why I wanted them to attack this place? I have no idea. We're getting our ticket out of here. There's state bonds here. Lots of them. I thought you were paying attention. I got them. I got them. This is it.
The One Piece!
Come on, Arthur!
After the shootout, Arthur is pinned down, and Dutch shows his true colors by leaving, instead of easily saving Arthur. Eagle Flies comes to our rescue, but is shot in the process.
You ran away. Oh, I did no such thing.
Arthur and Charles bring Eagle Flies to Wapiti to be with his father in his final moments.
My son.
Arthur has another huge coughing attack and is rescued by the German family from the end of Chapter 2. Arthur leaves and wakes up in Annisburg.
Pearson left. Old uncle. The traitors. Both gone.
We've now reached the final mission of the gang. About 40 hours of gameplay and 10 or so of editing. We have made it. If you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you. Side note, the script for the final mission is like 3 pages in my notebook long. The mission begins with Dutch refusing to let the women and children leave before the final score. There's always one more score. We begin a train robbery with the help of 2 new friends of Micah's. We start off by collecting some dynamite. John reveals that Abigail found the money and it's hidden in Beaver Hollow in the caves.
Abigail just told me. The money? It's hidden in the caves at Beaver Hollow.
What?
Yeah. So much for never hiding it near camp.
We reconvene with the gang in Saint Denis and begin preparing to board the train. We then begin our assault on the train. A guard we shot stumbles and lights one of the train cars on fire. We get around it and set up a Maxim gun which we use to clear waves of enemies. John gets shot and Dutch claims he's going to turn back and pick John up. We blow a hole in the cash car and steal as much as we can carry. Bill reveals the driver is dead and we need to jump ship. Dutch meets us and says that John is dead and nothing could be done.
I tried.
He didn't make it.
Upon returning to the camp, we learn that Milton came through and kidnapped Abigail, exactly what Arthur was worried about. Arthur says we need to rescue Abigail and Dutch refuses, because of Micah's bitch ass.
Are we just gonna let the boy be made an orphan? It ain't like that. What is it like?
I wanna live, cowpoke. I still got the choice. Dutch, it's just a girl.
You're right. It's Micah. It pains me to say it, Arthur. But he's right. Touch! Come on, boys.
Arthur gives Tilly the money, and then Arthur and Sadie go to shoot through Van Horn to rescue Abigail. Sadie runs through the streets and we stay back and snipe people so she has safe passage. Sadie is captured and we fight through the rest of the guards.
Calm down, Mr. Morgan. Not all you boys have quite so many scruples. Old Micah Bell?
Micah? You mean Molly?
Molly O'Shea? Sweated her a couple of times, never talked a word, had to let her go. Micah Bell. We picked him up when you boys came back from the Caribbean, and he's been a good boy ever since.
Okay.
Milton holds us at gunpoint and reveals that Micah was the rat all along. We have a small fight with Milton, and Abigail ends up shooting him dead.
Horrible man.
We fight our way out of Van Horn and make it back to camp. Arthur reveals to Abigail that John is thought dead. Arthur now has his final ride.
That's the way it is. That's the way it is.
Well, you're a good man. I just wish you'd done it before he worked himself into the grave.
I'm really sorry for you, son. It's a hell of a thing.
And all you can do now is decide the man you want to be for the time you have left.
That's the way it is.
saved my life. You're a good man.
When we reach the camp, Arthur calls everyone to attention and berates the group. Arthur reveals Micah ratted.
I just saw Agent Milton, Dutch. Abigail shot him. She's okay. Not that you care too much about that. You rats. All of you. Seems old Micah was pretty close with Milton.
What the hell are you talking about, cowpoke?
You talked.
That's a goddamn lie.
Dutch.
Dutch, think of the future.
Milton told me.
Dutch!
John turns out to be alive. He had walked all the way back to camp wounded.
Left me!
John sides with Arthur alongside Miss Grimshaw, who ends up being shot by Micah.
Come fast!
Pinkertons rush the camp, so we fight and then turn and run for the cave. After running for a while, Arthur's horse is shot and killed, so Arthur spends one last moment with it.
Come on, brother. Let's go.
Give me a sec.
Come on. Push, Arthur.
Thank you.
Arthur!
I'm coming with you.
Arthur and John run up the mountain, get to a small ledge where Arthur decides to stay back and fend off the army. They have one final moment as brothers.
We ain't both gonna make it. Go. Now. I'll hold them off. It would mean a lot to me.
Arthur.
Go to your family.
Arthur!
Get the hell out of here and be a goddamn man.
You're my brother.
I know. I know.
Micah jumps Arthur and we duke it out.
You don't know how much I've longed to do this.
Can't even kill a dying man.
Eventually, Arthur gets a hold of one of Micah's revolvers and pistol whips him.
Winning and losing. You lost, my sick friend.
God damn you.
Arthur crawls towards the gun and Dutch stops him. The most heart-wrenching scene in the game ensues.
It's over. Oh, Dutch. He's right. You know it, and I know it.
He's sick. He's dying. He's talking crazy.
I gave you all I had. I did.
Come on, Dutch. Let's go, buddy. We made it. We won. Come on.
John made it. He's the only one. The rest of us... No. tried. In the end, I did.
Come on. Let's go. We can make it. Come on, Dutch. Come on! Ah!
In the final moments of the game, Arthur crawls towards the edge of the cliff and gets one final look at the westward rising sun as he passes away peacefully, knowing in his final moments he saved everyone he could. And with this, Red Dead Redemption 2 comes to an end. Depending on how this video performs, I might make a video about the epilogue of the game, which isn't nearly as long, but is still pretty fun. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I spent a lot of time playing, recording, and editing, so a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. I plan to make a retrospective video about Red Dead Redemption 2, because it's just genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. Well, no, it is my favorite. I'm just not great at writing scripts, so we'll see. No promises. Thanks again, and I hope you enjoyed Red Dead Redemption 2 in one video.